Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Network, and it's Jeffrey Guterman with Game 4 of the 1968 World Series. Please stand by for the lineups. Let's go over the series thus far. The St. Louis Cardinals lead 3-0 in games. They could win it all today with a win. In Game 1 in St. Louis, the Cardinals beat Detroit Tigers 2-1. Gibson all the way with the win. McLain and Gibson pitched. In Game 2 in St. Louis, the Cardinals won it again 4-1 on an excellent pitching performance by Nellie Broyles. Lolich and McMahon pitched for Detroit. Home runs by Javier and Horton. Then there was an off day on October 4. And on October 5, with the series moving back to Detroit, the Cardinals routed the Tigers 9-0. Washburn went all the way for the win with a shutout, a 5-hit shutout. Home runs, Javier hit another home run, this time a grand slam, and Shannon hit a home run. And now we move to Game 4. Lineups identical to Game 1, with the exception of Eddie Matthews playing third base, starting in place of Don Wirt. Let's look at the lineups. Cardinals leading off Lou Brock in left, Curt Flood in center, Roger Maris in right field, Orlando Cepeda at first, Tim McCarver catching, Mike Shannon at third, Julian Javier with second base, and Dal Maxwell at short, Bob Gibson batting ninth, the pitcher. 1-0 in the series. For the Tigers, It's Dick McAuliffe leading off at second base. Mickey Stanley at short. Al Kaline in right field. Norm Cash hitting cleanup at first base. Willie Horton in left field. Jim Northrup in center. Eddie Matthews getting the start today at third base, batting seventh. Bill Freehan, the catcher, batting eighth. And Denny McLain pitching and batting ninth. And the Tigers take the field. We're in Tiger Stadium. McLain on the mound, leading it off Lou Brock. Here's McLain into his windup. Pitch to Brock, 5-8. Left-handed, grounds to second, X. McAuliffe. X. McAuliffe, 210. That's a 2-2, goes through, base hit. So Brock is on. Brock 1-19. He has the only stolen base of the series, which was, I think it was game 3. Or game 2. Yes, it was game 3. He's 1-19 with McLain 0, being held 1-17. Here's Curt Flood now. He gets the lead 2-6 and 12. Does not get the lead. He's a 1-15, now 1-13, being held. Now here's Curt Flood. Pitch from McLain. Flood hitting away 1-6, right-handed, double 1-7. It's a base hit. Brock rounds second, goes to third. So two singles here on the top of the first. Here's Roger Maris, infield back. Pitch from McLain. 3-6, single 1-2, lines it to second, right at McAuliffe for 1 out, runner's hole. Now Orlando Cepeda. Infield remains back. That's a possible wild pitch. McLain is a 1. In the dirt, stopped by Freehan. The pitch to Cepeda. 4-4, right-handed, catcher X. Freehan. 1-8. 3-1, he fouls out. 2 away. And here's Tim McCarver, chance for McLain to get out of this. It's a clutch situation. Pitch from McLain. 4-5 left-handed, my oh my. End home run 1-11. He's got the power. It's a 3-run home run by Tim McCarver. That was a 4-5 left-handed end home run 1 to 11 on a left-handed hitter. It's an 8, and he's got the power in. And that's the first home run by Tim McCarver in the series. Two outs, nobody on. Mike Shannon leads it off. Two, grounds it to third for Matthews. He fields it and throws it to Cash at first. The side is out, but 3 runs for the Cardinals on a 3-run home run by Tim McCarver, his first of this series. And out comes Gibson. Here's McAuliffe leading it off. Tigers down 3-0. 3-11 grounds it to first. Cepeda takes it to the bag. 1 away. Now Mickey Stanley. 5-11 right-handed grounds it to short. That's from Maxville. Over to Cepeda, 2 outs. And Al Kaline, the batter. 5-5 right-handed struck him out. So the side is retired. 1-2-3 by Gibson. And after 1, it's St. Louis 3, Detroit 0. Be right back. Okay, we are back. Top of the second inning now. Here's McLain on the mound. Javier leads it off. And the pitch, 6'9", right-handed, grounds to short X. Stanley, 444. 10-4 E44 roll. He may have trouble with this. E44-11, oh boy. He boots it for an error. That puts Julian on first. 1-17, 1-15 being held. And Dal Maxville is the batter. Gibson out on deck. Pitch to Maxville, 4-5, right-handed, oh my. End home run, but he's W power, 1-6. It's gonna be a fly to left. Tracked down by Horton, 1 out. 4-5, right-handed. End home run, 1-6. Fly ball left. 1 down. Now here's Bob Gibson. 2 WR. Pitch from McLain. 3-5. And he grounds it to short, and that will be an inning-ending double play. Stanley to McAuliffe to Cash. The side is retired. No runs for St. Louis. No hits, the error, and none left on. We move to the bottom of the second. Gibson on the mound. Retired the Tigers in order in the first. Here's Norm Cash leading it off. Gibson throws 6-6 left-handed, pops it up to second for Julian, 1 out. Now Willie Horton, the batter. 1-4 right-handed, flies it to right, and Maris is under it, 2 away. Ugh. And here's Northrup. .57 left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Gibson. And another 1-2-3 inning. We've gone 2, it's 3-0 Cards. Top of the third now. McLain takes the mound. It'll be the top of the order. Lou Brock leads it off. Here's McLain. 1-5 struck him out. First strikeout for McLain today. The batter is Kurt Flood, singled, scored, as did Brock on McCarver's home run. 5-5 right-handed struck him out. That's 2 in a row. And here's Roger Maris. Two outs, nobody on. Maris at the plate. Pitch from McLain. 5-9 left-handed, struck out the side. We've gone 2.5. It's a 3-0 game. Gibson on the mound. He's retired the first 6 Tigers he's faced. Okay, here's Gibson into his windup. Pitch to Matthews. 5-4 left-handed, grounds it to Shannon at third X. Shannon 222. 16-2 throws it to Cepeda, 1 out. That's 7 in a row for Gibson. Now Bill Freehand. And the pitch, 6-6 right-handed, fly to center. And Flood under it, 2 away for Denny McLain, 2 WR. .64 right-handed, fly ball center X. That's Flood, 1-8. Getting under it, 3-1 makes the catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning, 9 in a row for Gibson. Whoa. Top of the 4th. Here's a McLain. Struck out the side in the 3rd. Orlando Cepeda leads it off. The windup by McLain. And the pitch, 6-8 right-handed, lines it to short right at Stanley, 1 away. And here's McCarver, who hit the 3-run home run in the 1st. Oop, keep your eye on it. That's a 5. 410 left-handed, ballpark slash, 8, and it goes through for a base hit. On a 410, left-handed. Here's Mike Shannon now. And the pitch, 5-9 right-handed, grounds it to third. For Matthews, he throws to McAuliffe at second and then over to Cash at first, double play on a 5-9 right-handed. No runs, 1 hit, none left. And we move to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order for Detroit. Gibson has retired every batter he's faced thus far. And we have Kathy Harden for the Tigers. Tigers down 3-0 in games. Here's Gibson now. Pitch to McAuliffe. 5-7 left-handed, struck him out. Third strikeout for Gibson. And that's 10 in a row. Now Mickey Stanley, the batter. 3-10, grounds it to third. Shannon fires it to Cepeda for the second out. That's 11 in order. And here's Al Kaline. 2-7, walked him. So there goes the perfect game. First base runner for Detroit on a 2-7 right-handed. One to 15, 1 to 13 being held. Here's Cash. Gibson from the stretch. 3-6, double 1 to 9. It is a double. Let's see if Kaline stretches from third on a 3-6 right-handed double 1 to 9, no asteroids to center. Kaline 1 to 14, 1 to 16, 1 to 17, 1 to 16. He is coming home. Here's the throw from Flood. And he is safe. Cash goes to third on the throw. And that makes it a 3-1 ball game. Cash on third, 2 down. Horton at the plate. Up, that's a possible wild one. 1 to 2 for Gibson. And it is smothered in the dirt by McCarver. Ball 3 and 2 strikes on Horton. That's 4-3 right-handed. Ballpark slash right-hander 3. And it's lined to short. Caught by Maxville, and the side is out. But there was one run on the first base runner. The walk by Kaline, doubled home by Cash, left on third. After 4, it's a 3-1 ball game. Top of the 5th. St. Louis 3, Detroit 1. McLain on the mound. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Julian leads it off. Julian reached on an error and was doubled up. 3-7, and that's a fly to center. And Northrup under it makes the catch, 1 away. Now down Maxville. .58 right-handed, grounds to second X. McAuliffe 210. 1-2, that's going to go through, base hit. McAuliffe could not get to it. Singles opposite field into right center. Here's Gibson now. McLain from the stretch, another possible wild pitch. This is a 1, and it is not. Pitch to Gibson. 3-6. Grounds it to short. That's going to be a double play. Stanley to McAuliffe, and then over to Cash. Second 6-4 to 3 double play they had. Third double play for Detroit in the ball game. No runs. 1 hit and none left. Bottom of the 5th now. Jim Northrup leads it off. Pitch from Gibson, 3-9, grounds it to second for Julian. Throws to Cepeda at first, 1 out. Here's Eddie Matthews. One 6, and he struck him out. 2 away. Here's Bill Freehand now. Gibson throws 6-8 right-handed, flies it to right, and Maris under it. A 1-2-3 for Gibson. We've gone 5 innings. It's 3-1. Again, the Cardinals lead the series 3-0 in games. A must-win here for the Tigers to avoid being swept. Top of the 6th. Lou Brock leads it off. Brock singled, scored, and struck out. Pitch from McLain, 2-9 right-handed, flies it to left for Horton. 1 away. Now here's Curt Flood. Okay, here's McLain now, the pitch to Flood. 1-6, right-handed, double 1 to 7. It's a base hit. Flood's second single of the ball game. 1 to 15 being held, 1 to 13. And Maris steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch. 6-9 left-handed, grounds it to short X. Stanley 444 again. 6-4, it goes through for a base hit. Stanley couldn't get to it. It's first and second with 1 out. Here's Orlando now. Pitch from McLain. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. Fourth strikeout for Denny McLain. 2 down now in the top of the 6th. Tim McCarver is the batter. This is a clutch situation. And the pitch 1-7 right-handed, lines it to first. Side is retired. We move to the bottom of the 6th. McLain will hit. Still early. Pitch from Gibson, 6-9 right-handed. Grounded to short, Maxville. 2-25. 16-2 throws him out. Now here's Dick McAuliffe. (1-5) walked him. McAuliffe on first, only the third base runner allowed by Gibson. He's 1-15, being held 1-13. Here's Stanley now. Gibson throws. 1-7 right-handed, double 1-4. It's a base hit. McAuliffe rounds second, goes to third. McAuliffe on third. Stanley on first. He's the tying run. And here's K-Line at the plate, the go-ahead run. Infield back. Pitch to K-Line. 4-8 right-handed, walked him. That'll load the bases. Second time he's walked K-Line. Bob Gibson. And here's Norm Cash. Infield back, bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch to Cash. 5-4 left-handed, grounds it to third X. That's Shannon, 222. 7-2, that's an E22 roll. E22-7, and he boots it for an error, and a run will score. No run batted in, 3-2 ball game. An error by Mike Shannon. Still only 1 out. Here's Willie Horton. If he's retired, that will be an unearned run. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Horton. 1-6, and he struck him out. That is an unearned run. 5th strikeout for Gibson, but another run for Detroit on a walk, 2 walks, a single, an error that brought home McAuliffe. We move to the top of the 7th. Mike Shannon leads it off. Here's McLain now. 110, ballpark slash, right-hander, 1-3, lines it to short, 1 away. Now Julian. 3-2 game. 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. 5th strikeout for McLain, 2 down for Dal Maxville. Cardinals 3, Tigers 2. 2 outs, top of the 7th, Cardinals batting. McLain on the mound. Pitch to Maxville, 1-8, grounds it back to McLain. He fields it and throws to Cash, and the side is retired. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Jim Northrup to lead it off. Both pitchers' first endurance inning is the 9th. Here's the pitch to Northrup, 1-9, triple 1-2. It is a double down the line for Northrup. And that is the tying run now at second. It was a 1-9 right-handed. Now here's Eddie Matthews. Gibson throws. 2-7, grounds it to first, B. Cepeda takes it to the bag, and Northrup goes to third. 1 out, Northrup on third. Freehand comes up. They're going to bring the infield in on this one. The tying run, Northrup on third, 1 down. Pitch to Freehand. 4-8, right-handed, walked him. First and third, 1 out. And there will be a hitter for McLain. He pitched 7 innings. 7 hits. He did not walk a batter, struck out 5, and allowed 3 earned. Gates Brown will be the hitter, left-handed hitter. Fred Lasher will be the new pitcher. He pitched in this game in real world. So Lasher will replace McLain on the mound. It's bottom of the 7th, 1 out. The tying run on third in Northrup. Freehand on first, the go-ahead run. Gates Brown at the plate. Infield is back. The pitch from Gibson. 3-7, and he walked him. So Gibson has loaded the bases here. Dick McAuliffe, the batter. Infield is back for the double play. Gibson. The pitch to McAuliffe. 4-11, left-handed, grounds it to first. And that will be a double play. Cepeda taking it, throws it to second, and then back to Cepeda for the double play. And the side is retired. So Gibson gets out of that. No runs. 1 hit, 2 walks. Bases 2 left on. And we move to the top of the 8th, 3-2 still. Fred Lasher, the new pitcher. Bob Gibson leading it off. Gibson 0 for 2 has grounded into double plays twice. The pitch, 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. Now here's Lou Brock. Brock 1 for 3. 3-9 right-handed, grounds it back to Lasher, and he fires it to Cash for the second out. Now here's Curt Flood. 3-5 right-handed base hit. Third single for Flood today. Flood is on first, being held. 1-15, 1-17, 1-15 with the hold. Here's Maris now. He gets the lead on a 6-7, 1-15. Gets the lead, 1-15. Here's the throw, and he's safe. Curt Flood swipes second base, only the second stolen base in the series, the other by Brock last in game 3. It's Flood on second, 2 outs. Here's Maris now. This is a clutch situation. .410 left-handed ballpark slash, 1-12, and that is lined to second, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit allowed by Lasher. The single by Flood stole second, left on. We move to the bottom of the 8th. It's getting late here in Detroit. Mickey Stanley leads it off. It's 3-2 Cardinals over the Tigers. Game 4. Cardinals lead the series 3-0 in games. A must-win for Detroit. Pitch to Stanley, 3-8 right-handed ball, fly ball left, and Brock makes the catch. Now Al Kaline is the batter. Kaline with 1 out, nobody on. Here's Gibson now. 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. 6 strikeout for Gibson. And Norm Cash, the batter. Here's the pitch, 6-7, left-handed, flies it to center, and Flood makes the catch. We're heading to the 9th. Orlando Cepeda leading it off for St. Louis. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Horton, Northrup, and Matthews against Fred Lasher, who came in after Gates Brown pinch hit for McLain. Here's Lasher now. The pitch to Orlando. 2-5, walked him. Cepeda takes first base. One to 15, 1 to 17, 1 to 15 being held. Here's Tim McCarver. Pitch from Lasher, 110, grounds it to first, and Cash takes it to the bag. I'm sorry, throws it to second to force Cepeda. It's 1 out, and McCarver is safe at first. Now Mike Shannon. .47, right-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for Lasher. And Julian Javier, the batter. It's McCarver. I'm sorry, it's McCarver on first, 2 outs. Pitch to Julian. 4-5, right-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. The Cardinals are 3 outs away from repeating their World Series win. They are the World Series champs. They beat the Red Sox in 7 games in 1967, and here they are on the verge of repeating. Horton, Northrup, and Matthews, 1 run. Down by 1 run. Here's Gibson. The wind-up. Pitch to Horton, 3-5, hit deep into the gap for a double. This is Gibson's first endurance inning. It was a 3-5 home run, 1 to 9, but it was a 15 on the 3-5 right-handed. Now here's Northrup. Nobody is warming up in the St. Louis bullpen. Here's Gibson from the stretch. With Horton on second, no outs. 3-7, struck him out. 1 down. Here's Eddie Matthews now. A base hit can tie up this ball game. Pitch from Gibson. 5-8, left-handed, grounds it to second X. That's Julian. 2-19. 16-2. Julian throws it to first for the out. And Horton holds. Wait a minute. Runner on second, 6B. It was a 5-8. Ground ball second. 6B. Wait a minute. There was a ground ball A for Julian. on second, 6. It was hit to Julian. Horton goes to third. So Bill Freehan comes up. The tying run 90 feet away from home plate. Northrop on third, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Cardinals 1 out away from the championship. Here's Gibson now. The pitch to Freehan. 6-6, fly ball center. Under it is Flood, and the Cardinals are world champions. What a game. The final, St. Louis 3, Detroit 2. The win to Gibson. Another great performance, 9 innings, 4 hits. He did walk 5, he struck out 7, he allowed 1 earned and 1 unearned. You're very welcome, Kathy. The final line, St. Louis 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Detroit 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. I am going to declare Bob Gibson the most valuable player in this series, although there are other candidates, such as Julian Javier, but it's a tough call. The most valuable player has been awarded to Bob Gibson as he wins games 1 and 4 in the sweep of Detroit. I hope you enjoyed the series. Stay strong, stay well, and I'll catch you all later.